Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Atif and this is the summary of today's lesson. Today we started Unit 5, Lesson 3, English Student Book, page number 70 and 71. As you know that this whole unit is all about famous people and their work. So Lesson 3 is about, I'm sorry, Lesson 3 is also about famous person, and in this lesson we have to listen to the presentation about famous people, and we need to answer the questions. So before we started the lesson, I displayed the lesson objectives during the class, and I'm going to include it right now again. These are the lesson objectives on your screen right now: listening, speaking, writing, critical thinking, and study skills, reflecting on learning. And question tags. In grammar section we will talk about question tags. So as I told you earlier that in this lesson we will listen to presentations about famous person, and then we will talk about their achievement, their work as well. So after that we have discussed the vocabulary words. These are the vocabulary words on your screen right now: admire, remarkable, amazing, exotic, and extraordinary. So I asked the students to memorize, to learn these definitions so they can understand the lesson well. After that, I asked the question, opening question to the class: who do you admire and why? So as you know that mostly children and Muslims as well admire Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, first of all, and then they admire their parents as well. So different students describe their uh, favorite personality, favorite person, who do they admire, and then they also discuss the reason as well. So after that, I asked them what makes them a special person. So they gives them different reasons. Like for their parents, they gave the reason like their parents are taking care of them, and they are they're like sacrificing their happiness, and they are doing great struggle for them to give them a successful life, happy life. So that's why they said that sacrifice and also struggle and also good work and all these elements, also honesty, loyalty, these are the factors they described to, and they said that these all factors makes a person special. And then I asked them to look at the photos. Who are the people and what do you think they do? So the first photo is very famous. Okay, everyone knows almost. This is the Jackie Chan, actor, action film character. Okay, and it's also a well famous person. And the second person is not, you can say, too much famous. So after looking at the picture, some students made a guess like he's like animal doctor or something like that, because he's observing something in an animal. So they guessed about like he's some kind of animal doctor. So I just asked them to, okay, for now, because we have to listen to the track 28 in exercise 3 to check our answers for activity 2. So I asked them to listen to the track, and then we will decide that whether our answers are true or not. And I didn't display the answer before because I want the students to guess the information through the pictures. So I'm going to include track 28 now as well, and then I will display the answer of activity number 2 as well. So before I start the track, I want to tell you that because this is a summary video, so I'm going to include the track 28 for once. So I'm going to explain you about the activity 4 as well. So activity 4 is listen again to the first presentation and complete the notes in your notebook. So this is the note making exercise. We have to complete these sentences and we have to fill these missing informations like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have these 5 blanks, so we need to complete it after listening to the track 28 presentation 1. So in this exercise, we have to follow the listening activity, listening strategy, completing notes. So I asked the students to read the text before listening, and then I asked them to think about the missing information. Is it a verb, noun, or an adjective? And then I asked them to listen to the track and then complete the notes. So by helping this second step of the strategy is very helpful, because if you know the nature of the missing word, then you will only focus on that part of the sentence while listening to the track, and it will make the track more specified, and you can find the information very easily. So I'm going to play the track again, and then I will display the answers of activity 3 and 4 in the summary video as well.
Track 28. 1.
Today, I'm going to talk about my favorite actor, Jackie Chan. I think he's amazing. He was born on April the 7th, 1954, in China. His parents named him Chan Kong Sang, which means born in Hong Kong. When he was very young, he started to practice Kung Fu with his father every morning. When he was 7, he started to study at the China Drama Academy, where he learned martial arts, singing, acting, and acrobatics. His martial arts skills are brilliant. I went to the cinema to see The Karate Kid. It was fantastic.
2.
For my presentation, I am going to talk about Jane Goodall because I think she is a remarkable woman who has led an extraordinary life. She was born in London on the 3rd of April 1934 and lived between London and the beautiful city of Bournemouth by the sea. When Jane was a child, she liked watching the animals and birds in her garden, but she dreamed of traveling to Africa to observe exotic animals in their natural habitat. Jane became famous for her amazing work on the behavior of chimpanzees in Tanzania.
So that was the track, and now I am going to display the answers. This is the answer of activity 2 and 3. Jane Goodall, animal behavior expert, and Jackie Chan, film actor, martial arts expert. And here is the activity 4 answer. Okay, I completed the missing sentences. You can find the bold part is the missing part. Okay, so you can also note down the answers. You can check your answers if you already solved exercise 4. So that was the today's lesson. Thank you very much for your participation. Take care and goodbye.